Hello everybody, my name is Jim, and this is the first video on my journey to reverse diabetes. Now, I've had diabetes probably the last 15 years, and each year that goes by, it gets continually worse and worse and worse. My glucose level that I used to take it on a daily basis, and then you get bored with it and you get off of it and you forget to take it for a month. But when I was taking it consistently, my blood sugars were anywhere from 200, mostly 250 to 350. And there was one time it even registered 400 and something. So, as you can tell, I'm definitely a diabetic. I didn't have any problems with blindness or anything as a result of it, but I knew that it's going to catch up to me later. And let me tell you about my sister. She also had diabetes, and diabetes does run in the family. And she had it to the point where she had to take injections daily. She ended up losing both of her legs, and then eventually it just killed her. She had a heart attack and died. So diabetes is very serious, something everyone needs to take seriously. Did I? Not until recently, because nobody thinks they're going to die. You all think, oh, yeah, you got plenty of time. This was 15 years ago when I was diagnosed with it. Well, I got 15, 20 years before anything really starts happening anyway. That's the way I thought, so I didn't care. My diet was horrible. I would snack, you name it. It was awful. But I didn't care because I figured I got plenty of time left. And if it kills me, it kills me. We all got to die anyway, right? That's the way my wife thinks. Although I believe now, after doing a lot of research, both through YouTube and through books and through other web data that's online, I now realize that diabetes can be reversed. So I'm going to let you follow me and watch me and see how I do. And then if you get anything out of it, maybe if you got diabetes, you might want to try what I'm doing. I'm not starting it right now. Actually it was December 8th of 2022 that I went to my doctor and I talked to him and I asked, is it true that diabetes can be reversed? And he said yes. Now, a lot of the information I got is from the internet. Matter of fact, almost all of it came from them. All I got from my doctor was yes, and he was doing my A1Cs and everything, and he ran up my last blood work. And I think the last blood work I had was like 9.3. And oh, I looked at that and I about died. I said, holy Toledo, 9. How am I ever going to live through this if I don't get this number down to 6? So at that point, I made a decision. He did the blood work. It showed all my tests and everything. I said, I'm going to try this diet for 3 months and see how it works. Well, at the time I was like 250 pounds. So I made some goals for myself. For 3 months, I just wanted to get my A1C lower. But overall, my ultimate goal was to get my A1C down to less than 5.5. And I figured, why put it at 6? Because you're still basically a diabetic, although most of your medicines and everything will be taken away by then. But I said, why not just reverse it completely? And the way to do that is to get down to 5.5. Where I'm at now, I have no idea because I've been on this diet. What I can tell you, though, about this diet is it's kind of like a ketogenic diet, or carnivore mostly, because mostly all I eat is meat. There is some vegetables I eat, and I eat salad, some maybe walnuts, and I take apple cider vinegar at night. I drink a little jar of tea with that in it, and so I'm already this is February 24th, so I've been doing this for a little over a month already. Since my beginning, I've lost 15 pounds. My blood sugars are constantly in range. I hardly ever go out of range. The highest I've had since I started the diet is 174, which just barely put me outside of the range I needed to be in. Most of my blood readings are anywhere from 100 to 170, somewhere in there. Most of my readings are in the range, and I haven't had one in the 200s yet. So whatever it is I'm doing, it seems to be working. Now, do I want to lose weight? Of course I want to lose weight. Everybody that's overweight wants to lose weight. But that's not the reason I'm doing this. My goal when I started was to reverse diabetes. And I knew that if I could do that, I'm also going to lose weight. And the weight is just a secondary, it's like a cherry on top of your milkshake. Because if you get your blood sugars right, you get your A1C down, the weight's going to come off. And there's a few guys on the internet that I watch religiously, and I'll put something down in the description and give you a link to their channels to where you can go there and start watching them as well. But anyway, it's a journey. I just wanted to go on and say this is it, my first time. And I hope I can be an inspiration to some of you people out there. If there's people out there that's overweight and they got diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and their A1C is through the roof like mine was, I hope that what I'm doing is right to where I can show you that you can do the same thing. I believe it. I was like everybody else. I used to believe all this crap that he used to tell you about a low-fat diet where you got to eat carbohydrates and all this other crap. And I've just since believed that they don't know what they're talking about. Because if you look at the results of all those diets, the people ended up gaining it all back and never did do any good for their diabetes. So I think what I'm doing now is the correct path. Matter of fact, I don't think. I would put money on it. Let me put it that way. If there was a place in the casino I can go and make a bet that my diet is better than the low-fat, high-carb diet, I would bet it today because I know it is. And I've already, in the 6 weeks I've been doing it, I've been seeing the results. So that's it for this one. I'll check back. Probably my next video will be, I think I got my blood work to do about the 10th of March. And my doctor's appointment is going to be around that time as well. So after I get the blood work and after I see my doctor and get his results and what the blood work says happened and everything and my weight, I'll give you another report, and we can just go from there and keep going until I reach my goal of being diabetic free. And I believe I can do this. And that's why I decided to document it, because if you document something, if you tell everybody you're going to do this, and you put it on YouTube, hey, I'm going to do this, and you sending emails to people, hey, here's what you should do because I think this will help you. You better do it because everybody's watching you. But if you say, well, I'm going to do this, and many of my diets were like that. I said, I'm going to do a diet, New Year's resolution, I'm going to lose 10 pounds on a low-fat diet or whatever it is. And I don't tell nobody. And of course I didn't do it. So I had no responsibility to actually own up to it. Well, what I'm doing here with you and with everything I'm doing with my doctors and everything, I'm telling the world I'm doing this. So I better do it. And that's good to do that because that keeps you on track. It keeps you motivated to. Every day I'm watching videos on YouTube about different foods to eat and how they affect your body and that sort of stuff. I'm really serious about this. So I'll get back with you after my doctor's appointment, and probably about the middle of March, or maybe a little bit sooner than that. and give you my results, and you can choose to follow me if you want. But y'all have a good one, and you take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.